Somebody would have told my teachers I would start a book club or talk about reading, they would think you were crazy.
Hoop loudy.
Not the young man that failed the 6th grade, not the young man that failed 8th grade, but got associately promoted to the 9th grade because they can't flunk you twice under the same roof.
Yes!
Not that person. Not that person that was skipping school as early as in middle school. That's not the person you want to start a book club. I can't argue with that because I didn't read my first book until I got into college. But if it wasn't for basketball, I wouldn't have graduated high school, let alone go to college and get a master's. Reading didn't come into much later. All right, if you want to be a leader, if you want to be the best leader, you want to read, you want to educate yourself on different things and be better at it. Number 2, you retain more information quicker. I suffered in high school and college because I didn't have an adequate diet of reading early on. I had to read things 4 and 5 times before I understood what I was reading because I didn't grow up reading books. So if you want to cut down that time, you want to make sure you read early on so you don't have to keep reading it over and over again. Start reading more so when it's time for you to do those assignments, it doesn't take you so long to actually read the information and actually process what was going on. So today is going to be my first day of kicking off this book series. The first book we're going to be reading today is 5'2" Giant Handling the Eyes. So you may know her by Something Special or a Little Bit, or NYC legend, or the legendary late great Pat Summitt would say one of the best point guards I've ever coached. But without a shadow of a doubt, you have to know her as a winner, as a fighter, as someone that can get through odds and make something out of nothing. I'm talking about Miss Shannon Bobbitt. When I first heard of Shannon Bobbitt, she was probably about in the 7th or 8th grade. She was featured on a DVD called Ball Above All.
My name is Shannon Bobbitt. Where are you from? I'm from Manhattan.
Killing guys and girls. She was serving them.
She's doing her thing out there. I mean, they can't hold her. Nobody can stop her.
I would say the crossover, taking it to the lane and dishing it out.
Hip hop all night. They can't get enough. DJ looking for the next track.
If you don't know, she came out with a book that you definitely should read. I love this book. I went through this book, man, I'm highlighting, I'm underlining. I done probably bent every page in this book of just things I want to go back and notate. She actually started off in junior college. Many of you may think junior college is small time. She actually started off in junior college and then transferred over to University of Tennessee. What's great about that is she was the first one to be a transfer women's basketball player since like the 70s. And I just thought that was amazing. Not only is she undersized, not only is she a junior college player, she made it a point to make sure that she went to Tennessee, that her dream school, and then she won them chips every year. Each year that she was there, she got them a chip. Sometimes people say, you know, she's good for a girl. But with Shannon Bobbitt, she's good for a basketball player. When you see those clips, even as early as 7th, 8th grade, she's serving guys and girls. She ain't discriminating. And much like her game, the people that just still can't guard her, that's the same to be said as far as this story, in that whether you're a girl or a guy, you can get something from this story. Or you're a girl or a guy, you can learn something from not only her time as a prep in high school, but her time in junior college. And not only from her time in junior college, but her making that transition from junior college to her four-year university, a powerhouse school in that. University of Tennessee, playing for the legendary late great Pat Summitt, one of the most winningest coaches, period, across the board. So whether that be at University of Tennessee, that powerhouse school, if you can't learn from her winning 2 chips, maybe you can learn from how she made that transition to WNBA. There's a lot there. This book is a great book just because it just gives so much insight about the game beyond the game and battling through adversity. She talks about different times when she had to go through adversity in the WNBA and also in teams abroad overseas. Make sure you go pick up this book. I'll put the link down in the description below. You can find this book on Amazon, or you can go to her website and find this book. I'll put both of those links down in the description below. I'm going to encourage you to get in the gym, get up shots if you want to be a better shooter, put in the reps. But I'm also encourage you to put in the reps when it comes to reading as well. My next book is going to be by Jay Williams. He's an NBA analyst. He played for Duke University. Phenomenal basketball player, phenomenal story. It's going to be a memoir intervention about his time both at Duke University playing for the Bulls and unfortunately his accident with his motorcycle. So this is a book I'm excited about. If you want to read along. In about a week or two, I'm going to be doing a review on this book. I'm sure it's going to be great. I started it off a little bit about him playing against J.J. Redick, coming back and visiting his old school. And that's in the first chapter. It seems like it's going to be a good book. So make sure you check this book out. We'll talk about that in a couple weeks. And as always, whether it's on the court or off, in the classroom or out, graduate at the top of your class. Hoop Loudy.